Welcome everybody. It is Claudia with Patchwork with Claudia. Today we are working on the frame within a frame block. To make this block we will need 4 squares 3.5 inches color A, 2 squares 4 inches color A, 5 squares 4 inches color B, and 5 squares 4 inches color C. Let's see how it works. I have all 16 squares that I need for this block. Now it is time to make the half square triangle sections with the 4-inch squares. We take the light fabric squares and we draw a diagonal line. So we draw the center diagonal line and a 1/4 of an inch on each side. We draw another line. We are going to sew on those lines. I draw the lines on the 2 white squares and 4 of the high pink squares. Now I need to join one square A with one square B this way, and one square A with one square C. Then I need to join the 4 squares B with the 4 squares C. So here, so I line up all of them. Now I am going to sew. I am going to start joining my squares. I already joined it here. One square A with one square B, one square A with one square C, and one square B with one square C. I need to do the same process with the other 3 B and C squares. I already saw all my 6 half square triangles. Now it's time to press them and cut. I have all 12 half square triangles that I need for this block. Now it is time to trim them to get 3.5 inch around. So let's start over here. And let's organize here to get 3.5 inch. inch. So I have the first one clean, 3.5 inch around. I need to do the same with the other 11 pieces. Now we have all sections ready to start assembling our block. We lay out the block and now we start sewing together all rows. When we finish sewing the rows, we are going to press and continue. So let's start sewing. I'm going to start with row number 1. I align my fabrics here and start sewing. Continue working with row number 1. Let's start row number 2. I align the fabrics and start sewing. Row number 3, align fabrics and sew. Row number 3, continue with row number 3. Now row number 4. Number 4. We continue join our rows. Now we are going to finish our row number 1. I nest here my seams and start sewing. Now the second row, I am going to nest my seams also and sewing. Time for the third row. Turn around and nest my seams here and start sewing. Finally, my fourth row, I nest my seams here. I organize here a little better. Align my fabric and start sewing. If you need to use pins to hold your fabric, you can do it. All my 4 rows are ready. Let's see what we have so far. So I'm going to put the first one, the second one goes this way, the third one goes this way, and the fourth one goes this way. Now we are going to press them and continue assembling our block. Now we join the rows. We nest the seams together with pins, and we will get points and corners that match very well. I'm going to start here with row 1 and 2. Now let me check here. Nest my seams here. Then I nest my seams here on the third side. I'm going to do the same with row 3 and 4. Nest my seams here. Now we start sewing again. Now it's time to join rows 3 and 4. Let's see what we have at this point. Now it is time to join this part. So I am going again to nest my seams here. Okay, so one more time. As always, we join all the block with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Organize my fabrics here again in the corner, and here at the end I nest and let's see what we have finally. So here is my ending block. Now we need to press it and the block is done. Here is our ending block. It is 12.5 inches. I invite you to practice it, subscribe to my channel, share the videos and give me thumbs up. See you next time here in Patchwork with Claudia. Bye.